So what is the objective right now? Objective is to imagine certain more transactions. This would be the time where you all can also pitch in that any transaction you thought that so far we have not been able to include it in the examples that we have done so far. So you can pitch in right now. So I'll keep on mentioning those transactions. So let us say there is a business which has an opening balance sheet. So now I'll bring a new twist in the way we have done the questions so far. That so far we were always imagining that this was the period in which the business started. So that is, this one is going to be a deviation from that. We are going to assume that there is already a continuing business. Let us say this is where the business was in 2019. Let's say in 2019 this was their balance sheet. So let us quickly take 2-3 assets and 2-3 liabilities. So let's say they had a cash of rupees 14 lakhs, and they had, let us say, advance rent of, let us say, 2 lakh rupees. Let's say they had account receivable of rupees 16 lakh, and they had, let's say, land of rupees 20 lakhs, and they had a machine of rupees, let's say, 40 lakhs. Okay, or 48 lakhs. Okay, these are all the assets. Then let's quickly total the assets, and then I will create the liability side. So can somebody tell me the total?
1 crore, sir.
Okay, so that is 1 crore of total assets. Okay, or we can let's make the business 1 crore is the total asset side. So obviously the liability also needs to be exactly same. Let us say the business has capital of 50 lakh rupees. Existing retained earning is going to be let's say 10 lakh rupees. Let's say accounts payable is excuse me, accounts payable is another 20 lakh rupees, and whatever left is loan. Let's say loan that gives us how much? 20 lakhs rupees. Okay, that's it. This is what we are going to assume, that this is where the business continues. Let us say the accounting period for this business is the calendar year itself. That is, they start the accounting period from 1st of January and then they end it for 31st of December. And these are the transactions that I'm going to explain happened in the year 2020. Okay. So let us go ahead and take certain examples. Let us say number 1, we'll just take randomly certain examples. I didn't take any inventory. So in the asset side, let me change, let's change advance rent to inventory. Okay, so instead of an advance rent, I will call it inventory. Okay. Let's say the first thing that happens is purchase of inventory. So purchase of inventory happened for rupees, let's say 18 lakhs, of which you have paid 8 lakhs and remaining 10 is outstanding. Number 2, let's say you have employee salaries. Salaries are rupees 3 lakh for this year, of which everything has been paid. Number 3, let's say rent. So rent is as follows. You have, let's say on 1st of January, you have entered into a rental agreement. The agreement is such that you will occupy the premises from Feb onwards, and you have done an advance payment of rent of rupees 5,000, or no, not 5,000. Let's take it 50,000. Let's say 50,000 for the month of Feb. Let's say for month of Feb, or no, let me change it. Let's say the monthly rental is rupees 3,000. How have we done the payment? You have on the 1st of January itself, you have paid, let us say, 16,000 as advance rent, and you have also paid a security deposit of rupees 38,000. Okay, so advance rent you have paid 16,000 and security deposit of 38,000. Number 4, let's say interest on loan. Interest on loan is at the rate 10% per annum, and of which, let us say, everything has been paid in cash. Paid in cash. Number 5, sales.
Sir,
Yeah.
can we also do one accrued expenses, accrued incomes? Concept was not very clear.
Accrued outstanding ही होता है. Don't get afraid. ये जो interest हो गया ये unpaid हो जाता तो accrued हो जाता. Don't be afraid. Okay, so that we have already done. It's just that I don't use the word accrued. आपको डर लग रहा है तो 2-4 बार use कर लो, not a problem. Okay, let's assume sales. Sales happened of, when did you purchase inventory of 18 lakhs, right? Let us say sales, you have done a sales of rupees, let's say 78 lakh rupees, 78 lakh rupees, of which 70 was received in cash, 70 was in cash, and 8 lakh rupees is outstanding. Let's take one more. Let's say number 6, inventory worth rupees 3 lakh is destroyed by fire. Destroyed by fire. Let's take one more. Let's say any special transaction that you want me to include?
Bad debts.
Huh?
Bad debts.
Selling of land.
Okay, let us say account receivable worth rupees 3,000. What was account receivable? Here, 8 lakh rupees. So let us say account receivable worth rupees 1,50,000. 1,50,000 has gone bad. What does that mean? That the people are defaulted. Now you don't think you are going to get any money back. So that's what I mean by when I say it has gone bad. Okay. Let's say number 8.
Sir, can we do one account payable gone bad also?
Account payable. You have paid rupees, let us say 60,000 for accounts payable. Okay. Anything else that I can think of?
Insurance.
Insurance कर लेते हैं. Insurance rent already done हो गया. Let's do something which you have not done.
Sir, interest on loan.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry?
Sir, interest on loan.
Interest on loan इधर लिखा है ना, कहाँ गया? ये रहा ना.
Sir, some money spent for marketing and advertisement.
Okay, money, let's say advertisement and marketing expense were rupees, let's say 70,000. Okay, that's it. So the line written is advertisement and marketing expense were rupees 70,000. What is paid, what is not paid, nothing is mentioned right now. Okay. Anything else that is missing?
Sir, in book there is a
Dividends.
question like declare
Dividend.
a stock split.
Dividend कर लेते हैं, stock split कर लेते हैं. Number 10, let us say dividend of rupees, let's say 3 lakh is declared. Okay, of which let's say 1 lakh is paid, and remaining is outstanding. Okay, let's say there was a stock split. So 1:1. So every 1:2. So every one stock has been split into 2. Okay. Let's say number 12. There has been let's say one of the owner sold his stake in the business. for rupees 80 lakh. Okay. Number 13, let's say एक और कुछ कर लेते हैं. Let's say one of the owner's friend, one of the owner gave goods worth rupees, let's say 1 lakh to his friend for free. ठीक है, उसको बस ऐसे दे दिया. That's it. I think 13 would be good enough. Let us try to calculate, create the income statement and balance sheet. So these are the transactions. Now transactions means what? Something happened. Now apart from that, I am going to give you certain additional information. These are not transactions per se, but these are information that can be crucial. Okay. Let us say information number one is closing inventory is rupees, let's say 6 lakh. Number two, tax is payable on profit before tax at the rate of, let's say at the rate of 40%. बस इतना ही रखते हैं. Okay, let us not overcomplicate it. This is the information. Okay, let's go get going to all of these one by one. Now I'll go to some of those which we have already done relatively faster. Those which are new, I will go slightly slow, but nonetheless, wherever you feel that I went fast and you couldn't understand some part of it, do feel free to stop me and ask questions. Okay, so we have certain transactions. We have about 13 events that happened for this business. Assume all of these happened in the year 2020, and we will have two additional pieces of information. Based on these, how we will go ahead and go through all those 5 stages of preparation of income statement and balance sheet. So as I said, the most challenging is going to be the first one. So let's go ahead and get it done with. So let's start. If the need arises, I may need to change certain. Okay, I'll need one more information about this machinery. Let us also include one depreciation. Okay, let's say information number 3. So machinery has a life of 10 years and salvage value of, let's say, कितना था machinery का value? 48 lakhs, right? So a salvage value of 8 lakhs. Machine was purchased on 31st December 2019. Okay, ये एक और piece of information provide कर दिया. 3 pieces of information, additional info.